After asking the Texas Association of School Boards to intervene, Governor Greg Abbott is now asking 3 state agencies to tackle what he calls pornography and inappropriate content in public schools.
Earlier tonight, our Daniel Marine took a look at what those agencies could actually influence and why the effort could help the governor politically.
Governor Abbott is amping up his push to remove what he sees as obscene content in Texas public schools. In a letter sent Monday, the governor asked the Texas Education Agency, along with its governing body, the State Board of Education, and the Texas State Library and Archives Commission, which oversees library programming, to, quote, immediately develop statewide standards to prevent the presence of pornography and put in place a process for parents and community members to, quote, vet school and library materials. In his letter, the governor specifically cited the book Gender Queer, a Memoir, which, as KXAN reported, was removed by Leander ISD last spring over some of its illustrations, much to the dismay of its author.
I would hope that they would value their kids and their kids' lives and health and safety over their squeamishness.
Conservative issues like the content of curriculum, particularly along racial, gender, sexuality lines in public schools, has become a flashpoint for conservatives who are likely to vote in primary.
James Henson with UT Austin's Texas Politics Project notes the governor's letter comes just days before the filing period begins for the March primary. And this time around, Abbott has GOP opponents, and he has an approval rating hovering at 43%. At this point before the 2018 election, his rating was 48%.
The governor is attentive to what his primary base wants. And very attentive to not letting anybody else who is or might get in the governor's race get to the right of him on the issue.
Daniel Marine, KXAN News.
In a statement, the commissioner of the Texas Education Agency, who is an Abbott appointee, said he will cooperate with the governor's directive. So will the Texas State Library and Archives Commission. The commission did not elaborate when we asked how it would facilitate the governor's request. Well, the 2022 gubernatorial election is exactly 1 year from today. A new poll from the University of Texas at Austin and the Texas Tribune found that if the election happened today, Governor Abbott would have a good chance of being reelected. The survey of registered voters showed Abbott with a 9 percentage point advantage over former Democratic Congressman Beto O'Rourke, 46 to 37%. 10% of respondents said they have not thought about next year's race for governor enough to have an opinion. It's important to note that O'Rourke has made no official announcement that he's running for governor. The first day candidates can file to run in next year's election is this Saturday. The primary happens in March and the general election, as we mentioned, 1 year from today.